Well, it's so good to be back with you, though we are of course saddened by having to revert solely to this online platform once again and suspend our gatherings. But we hope those realities will change in the near future, but we'll do whatever we can to serve you and help keep us connected as a community. If you're tuning in for the first time, my name is Ray Beckman. I'm rector of St. James Church here in Bloemfontein, which is a part of the Reach SA denomination, the Reformed Evangelical Anglican Church of South Africa. Though we do so perhaps a little more cautiously after a year like 2020, we continue to plan in 2021. As part of that planning, we want to make the most of the online opportunities we do have. We will as a staff be aiming to produce more materials for you, for your family, and for our life groups. We'll also kick off our online prayer meeting once again. Every Sunday for about 30 to 40 minutes we meet at 7:30 in the evening. And even online there is perhaps no more important thing we can be doing as an expression of our togetherness in Christ. It would be wonderful to have you join us for that time on the Zoom platform, 7:30 in the evening on Sundays. Now, before we get to the rest of the service, I want to give you a brief introduction to these next 2 weeks and what we'll be focusing on. And I hope you're watching as a whole family, because children, I need your help, particularly for next week's service. Jacques asked us 2 terrific questions a couple of weeks ago. The first one was this: what good works can I do and display my Lord's likeness? And the second was, what good can I speak and proclaim my Lord's salvation? That second question gave me the cue for the things that I've been pondering on my holiday break and want to bring to us in these next 2 weeks. What should we as Christians be heard speaking about? Perhaps all the more in COVID times such as this. Today's sermon, you'll see later, is called Speaking About Sin. And next week's we'll be speaking about heaven. Here's where you come in, kids. What questions about heaven do you have? Do you wonder if you'll be playing sport in heaven? What will you eat? Will you always be able to eat your favorite food, and will there be tomato sauce? Will there be animals in heaven? Well, we won't have to wear masks. Or perhaps you're thinking more about others. Will I see and recognize my family? Can those who've passed see me now? Now, what I want you to do, perhaps with your parents' help, is WhatsApp me those serious questions that you have about heaven, and maybe we'll be able to answer some of them next week. Parents, feel free to throw in a few of your own. Incidentally, I'll also be touching on the issue of vaccines and the Christian, especially in the light of the many things being spoken about COVID vaccines, the confusing things, the things causing anxiety. I hope to touch on that next week, God willing. Well, enjoy this next song and sing along. Take in the precious, wonderful truths about Jesus. God bless you.